Eric, I'm so proud of you. Just watching everything you've done with soccer and everything that you've accomplished in the classroom as a person, the man you're becoming. Love you. Proud of you no matter what happens. Keep on working your ass off. And you know what? We have a little special montage for you. We love you, Eric. Good luck out there. Go kill it.
Hola Eric, ¿qué
Hola,
tal?
Eric. Mijo, felicidades y te quiero mucho, mijo, y échale muchas ganas.
Eric, ya sabes, yo te apoyo en todo lo que tú quieras. Yo sé que estás luchando por tus sueños y vas a lograrlo. Felicidades, mijo.
Eric, we just want to say we're so proud of you.
We wish you the best, and we can't wait to see all that you're going to accomplish out there in Rome.
We love you so much, Eric.
Hi, Eric. I just wanted to come on here and say that I love you and I'm so proud of you, and I know you're absolutely going to kill it out in Rome, and I can't wait to hear all about it. You are officially the soccer prodigy of this family, and I could not feel more blessed to pass down the throne to you. I hope you make it so much farther than I ever have or will, and just know that I love you and I'm proud of you, and I will always be here for you if you need anything. Best of luck.
I feel Eric.
Hey Eric, we're really proud of you. Congratulations. Have fun in Italy. Hope you have a blast, and we'll miss you a lot.
Congratulations, Eric. Have fun.
Congratulations to Eric.
Congratulations, Eric. We're so proud of you.
Felicidades, mijo. Qué gusto que ya hayas llegado bien. Que te deseo todo lo mejor siempre, ¿ok?
Love you.
Te queremos.
Eric, I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you the utmost success in your new venture. You have came so far. I have seen you put the work, the effort, the dedication. You have the ambition. You have what it takes to make it big. We all believe in you down here. You ever need any advice, any help, you ever feel stuck, you can hit any of us up over here and we'll help you out. I am truly proud of how far you have came. I've seen you start from a very young age. I've seen you develop into this great player that you are, and hopefully with your work ethic, we'll definitely see you become a legend on the pitch. We all love you. We all wish you the best. And can't wait to see you just focused on this. Give it your all. Everything else will fall in line. But just put in your hardest effort into this new venture. We'll see you soon.
Hey Eric, good luck in Rome. Bust your ass off every single day and hustle. Most importantly, have fun, stay safe, and hope to see you soon.
Eric, just want to say congratulations and good luck. Te lo mereces.
This is RoyalTea, and this is your loving, gracious, highly favored host, Alex V. the Unproblematic King. RoyalTea episode 82 in recording. As you may have heard, we had a lovely montage for my little brother. We're going to give him his flowers in a second. Before we get to our guest, shout out to all our first-time listeners, last-time listeners, those who listen to show love, those who listen to show hate. We appreciate every single one of y'all. We got a special guest in the building. Now, she's been a guest on the pod multiple times over the lifespan of RoyalTea, but this is the first time on a solo dolo role. So we got Jess. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Drinking your squirt?
Oh, no, it's not squirt. It's Pacifico.
Oh, look at me not thinking you're an alcoholic.
I'm actually not an alcoholic. I mean, every now and then I'll have a couple, but I don't really get into it like that. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is my pain and sorrow, and I'm sure yours too, and proudness. My baby brother Eric, at the time of this recording, he is en route to Italy. to go live in Rome, where he's gonna pursue his soccer dreams.
To live his best life.
Oof, my God, he's gonna be out there, like, just like funny man right now. Like, Eric already has a 6-pack. He's already fucking jacked. Like, it's just gonna be like he's just gonna everything's just gonna be so perfect for him, and the food's way better over there, so he's gonna be like super healthy.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm like jealous about.
Ugh.
Not that he like needs to be on like something healthy, because he literally has like the most perfect body, but you know.
Oh my God. So yes, my baby brother Eric is en route to follow his collegiate dreams as well as his soccer dreams. So by the time you hear this, love you, so proud of you. Hurts that you're gone, but I'm proud that you're out accomplishing your dreams. And you know, Jess can actually relate to this, because in our generation of our family, she's the only other person that has taken a sport to that level. So like, you know, did you have any conversation? I'm sure you had conversations with Eric here and there about like just your thoughts and everything. So like, how does it feel being the one that left and now seeing one of ours leave?
Yeah, I know. Way to make me feel old with like our generation.
Oh my God. First of all, I'm older than you, so I'm aging myself.
No,
Gotta
yeah,
hit 30-30.
I mean, it's cool. Like, to be honest, when I was doing it, I don't even think Eric was kind of like that into soccer when I was playing, you know? And
Yeah.
so like I didn't really have anyone to like relate. And then once he like started getting into it, and like you could see like he fell in love with the game like so quickly. And
Yeah.
that was like, to me, I was like, oh, like another one, you know? Like,
Yeah.
because no one else in our like cousins is really like that into it. I mean, they like it and they'll watch it like here and there, but like no one that truly has like that passion and that love for it like I
Yeah.
do. And so I've said it before on the podcast, I think that that's truly what like grew my relationship with him, and it's been like so nice. And like yeah, he always comes to me for like soccer advice, and I don't think that I should be the one giving it, because
Why?
I just don't think of myself as being like, you know, but it like always means so much that he like comes to me for it. And I like texted him yesterday after we left your house, and I was like, I'm so sorry my goodbye was so brief, but I didn't want to cry. I was like, but this is all of the things that I wanted to tell you. And I like wrote him like this big paragraph. and then I was like, and I don't care. I was like, I don't care what time it is. You text me with all the soccer updates like all day, every day. I was like, I don't care. I want to know it all. But no, yeah, I mean, I've told him before, I'm so proud of him. And, you know, I hope he makes it in whatever he wants to do with the game. And I just hope he enjoys himself out there, to be honest. And then even if it doesn't work out for him, these are experiences that no one's going to take away from him, you know? And so,
Oh my God, ever.
Yeah. And so that's just pretty much all I have. And he knows that I'm always here for him, whether it's just, you know, him wanting to chat it up or have some soccer talk. I'm going to miss him, because at parties, no one else is going to know soccer like he does. So I won't have my partner
Don't
in
worry.
crime to.
Denny's getting invited. He'll yell at you about soccer.
Yeah, but see, Eric and I would team up against Denny. Sorry, Denny, but you know, now it's like I'm going to be alone.
Oh my God. And then also shout out to Lise, Brianna, Sally, Andy, and everybody else who showed up to the house yesterday, which was Sunday, for the dinner before he left, because everybody was like trying to keep it gangster and not like cry and not tear up.
I know
Oh my
everyone was like
God.
saying goodbye, but like turning away already, because like no one wanted to like look at him, because we knew we were just going to cry.
Oh
And
my
you know,
God.
I think that like this summer, I think it sucks that like it took him like leaving, but I feel like we actually started doing stuff all together, like a lot more than we have the last couple of years. So like that was really nice. But it was also shitty that it had to be like because
for that
Eric
for
was
just for that, you know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
I think our family in our dynamic, I mean you and I spent a lot more time than we did before. You and I are in
Mhm.
more constant communication, so like, you know, it just kind of like helped multiple relationships grow, because I mean, you know me, I wasn't always around for the family stuff, and now like I've been seeing the cousins and my aunts and uncles a little bit more, so it's been good for everybody. And you know, Eric definitely felt the love and got to enjoy the last couple months doing a bunch of shenanigans, so that was great.
Yeah.
But oh my God, let me tell you about like dropping him off, because like Alan, my middle brother, for those of you at home, when he left, I was like tearing up, like just trying to keep it gangster, you know. And I'm like, okay, he's close, he's in Texas, so like, you know, we're gonna go visit him in October, and you know, that was kind of like the thought that like kept me like, all right, like, he's only a plane right away. And like when we were driving there, like I was literally just like, oh my god, we're almost to the airport. Like I don't know if I want to say bye yet. And like I give Eric a lot of credit that he's such a little professional. He has such a knack of keeping composure, which I give him a lot of credit for.
Oh yeah,
there's been emotional moments.
Poker face.
Oh, he's fantastic. Like I could see him kind of like scratch his eye, and like I could tell like he was like like feeling it, but he was like, I'm not gonna show anybody like I'm sweating, which got credit to him because I was there like I'm just like trying to keep my composure. And like my dad gave him a hug, and my mom, and like you could tell there was some tears, and then I gave him a hug, and we were trying to keep it gangster. Oh my god, like I didn't shed a tear like in front of him, but when I got in the car, like just like just they're just like coming down. I'm like,
you're just
man.
like you're like I'm fine.
Oh, but let me tell you though, like the same way I kind of had like an extra motivation when Alan left. I was like, all right, like life has to keep on going. I'm gonna turn it up. Like I'm gonna be like somewhat managing Eric with a lot of the business stuff that he's gonna have to deal with, and like his social media presence. So like I told him, I was like, dude, my goal is in the next 2 years for both of us to break $1 million in earnings, like in a year. Let's not talk financials, but like it. I want both of us to get there in the next 2 years, and I think with great collaboration we'll get there. But man, it was just funny. I was trying to keep it so gangster. Like, yeah, I'm fine. Oh god.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how you did that because I would not.
And his flight was at 7, so we dropped him off like early because just in the international stuff. I went straight to work after, so I got to work at about 3:45, and like I was fine. And then like I would just think about it, and then it'd be tearing up, and I'm like, God, get it together.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be hard, but knowing that it's what he wants to do, and that's what's comforting, and knowing that he's responsible enough to be out there on his own as well.
I had a conversation with my parents today. I was like, at 18, I think he's the most ready than I was at 18 to do something like that, and Alan was. No shot to Alan because I wasn't either. I think he was. Eric is just that has that level of composure. But again, like soccer being a career was a huge possibility from early on. So like for him, it was always like he knew what he was working for. So Eric, no matter what happens, we're always gonna be proud of you. We're gonna be rooting for you. We're gonna wake up at 4 a.m. to watch your games or whatever it takes. Like we will be there. So Jess and I love you, and we will be there in March, and we will shenanigan and spoil you away.
It was shenanigans. We might not come back.
So shit. Imagine I found love out there. Just find love out there and never want to come back. Just like, exactly. Shoot my stuff over here. I could work from Italy. I
could find a job. Or I could just marry a rich Italian. It's fine. I can do that too.
You can marry Piqué. I heard he's single now.
But he's also a cheater. So been there, done that.
Ooh, shots fired. Ooh, you know who you are, maybe. Real quick, just like a little humble brag. This is episode 82 of RoyalTea, over a year and a half. We have hit 10,100 streams on all platforms combined. And listen, I don't know if y'all understand how tough it is to keep a listenership and to have people be engaged week to week and like want to listen to the shit you say on a pre-recorded audio. But I want to thank all the listeners. Like I said, first time, last time, whether you listen for petty reasons or because you fuck with me, I appreciate it because like those numbers, like they're putting some money on the table.
Yeah, those are good numbers. Congrats to you.
10K.
But it's also the hard work you put into it, So
yeah, I'll definitely say over the last couple of weeks being solo dolo, I there's a lot of nooks and crannies I got to deal with. In charge of all the social media and like the reels and planning the podcast. But I think I found a really good balance. So cheers to the next 10K. Before we get to the topics, I do want to shout out Jess for recommending me to get sports PT at her clinic and for giving me the privilege to be there while she's going through her ACL recovery. We asked about it last time, but how's it going? I know you're getting a lot more active.
Yeah, I think from the last time, I don't remember where I kind of was in my recovery, but I'm getting close to 7 months. It'll be 7 months on the 9th. So a lot more, I mean, I guess, like bigger workouts, I would say. Shout out to my PT, Miguel. You know, he's been kicking
Shout out Miguel.
my booty. But no, it's been going good. My strength is coming back. Still kind of have some like lingering pain in like the front of my kneecap that doesn't seem to want to go away. So that's kind of like the bad thing that I've like been dealing with. But other than that, I'm finally running. Well, jogging, not really running, but to me it's something.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, just dealing with that, getting stronger, focusing on that. Hopefully I get to touch a ball soon. I like ask my therapist every session that I have if I can finally just kick a ball, and he always rolls his eyes and says no. But you know, one of those times he will finally say yes, and that'll be a good day. But yeah, I mean, my scar is like, you know, coming along. So yeah, it's a process, but I'm almost done, and it's crazy. Honestly, time has flew by. If I'm being honest, like I can't believe that I had surgery like almost 7 months ago. It feels like I'm like 2 months in.
Yeah, no,
But
that's
yeah, I just wanna be back out there. I want to play. So
yeah,
we'll
that recovery is a grind. How does it feel knowing you have like a cheerleader like there once a week sometimes, you know, rooting for you, telling them to add more weight because you can handle it? Now, how does that feel?
That feels terrible because, you know, my therapist lives for that. He thrives off of that. So then he really will add the weight. But yeah. I think we need to like change your schedule for you coming to my clinic, because coming during my sessions ain't it.
Oh man. Well, too bad. I'm coming tomorrow. But you know, I'm glad to hear the recovery is going well. You know, hopefully the same way that you continue to ask to hopefully kick a soccer ball, the same way a guy is in a girl's DM hoping that she responds by the 17th hello.
Oh, I thought that was gonna go I thought that comment was gonna go a whole different direction. Okay, yeah.
We gotta do that. But all right. Let's get right to the topics now. Are you familiar with Kid Cudi and Kanye's beef, or somewhat of it?
Just after reading the article a little bit more, but not really. I don't really keep up with them, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I mean, I just know of all the Kanye stuff because of social media, you know?
Yeah. So I like everybody knows, I keep up with a lot of this pop culture stuff because I'm really into the music for it. But to me, there was essentially, I guess, a lot of it kind of stems from the way that Kid Cudi is also friends with Pete Davidson, and he's friends with both parties, and it's always tough in that situation. And you know, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't ever want to put someone to have to pick between their friendships, because like if you're friends with both of us on a genuine level, that's not my business to make you pick a side. But that's kind of what it came out to with Kid Cudi, and Kanye took it really far. You know, started exiling him from like any type of creative work for his album. When he did that, Pete Davidson died. He put like a little headline at the bottom that said Kid Cudi was supposed to perform at Pete Davidson's funeral, but unfortunately he was scared of people throwing bottles at him, which is a reference to his Rolling Loud when he got water bottles thrown at him, so he left stage. A lot of petty shit. And Kid Cudi literally said he won't forgive Kanye after the falling out, because it's just been a lot of berating, a lot of social media just rampage from Kanye. We all kind of know that he does that in general. But
yeah.
Has there been anybody that has ever put you in that position where you're like, you know what? I know people can change and I know people can grow, but what you did made me not give so much of a fuck that if I don't ever see you or talk to you again, it's too soon.
No, after I was reading that article, I was like thinking back, but no, I don't think that I've ever had to like be in that situation. But I'm like you, like I feel like if I was the person in the middle, like I wouldn't want someone to tell me, or like give me an ultimatum, essentially, like it's either him or me that you're picking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I've ever had a situation like that. At least to this extreme, I guess.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, to me, like, I definitely think that, like, the way in which just like this kind of went, like, I don't know if would go as far as saying that, but there's people that I just won't talk to. Like, I don't acknowledge. I don't need to interact with them, and I just keep it peaceful because, like I've said before, like I just don't like to make a public, like, I don't do the sub tweets or the sub posts. Like, I really try not to do that stuff because to me it's just like you don't want to give that any more energy. You just and move on. Create a wall, move on. You know what I mean?
I feel like I subtweet.
You do? You've definitely
Yeah.
subtweeted me before. By the way, everybody, House of Dragons has recently came out, first episode. Fun fact, Jessica actually blocked me when I was first watching Game of Thrones, and she was just like upset that I was tweeting about it when it was a show that had been out for 8 years. So I'm sorry that I'm spoiling it, but
okay, yeah,
should have watched it.
But give the backstory. So like you started watching it, and then you were like, you should totally watch it. So like obviously I'd understand 1 or 2 tweets, but it was like every day, and it was like 10 freaking tweets, and it wasn't just like, oh my god, like you literally would like give like word by word what would happen, and I was like, I hate you. So yeah, I like literally had to go on Twitter and like mute like every Game of Thrones word. Like I had to mute like Game of Thrones GOT. Like literally everything, so none of that content would come up on my freaking timeline, because I would just go on and it wasn't even me looking for it though. I would literally just go on to like check my Twitter, and there was your tweet at the very top of my Twitter, and it was a Game of Thrones. So you were like killing the whole show for me, and I hate people who do that.
Did you?
Because
it came out 8 years ago.
One of my friends does that all the time too. She like cannot. Shout out to Lupita. She kills me. We like watch like this show, and when a new season would come out, we'd be so excited for it. And it was just like, one of those like thrillers where like it was just like someone would get killed in like the first episode, and it was like the whole season was like trying to find out who did the killing.
Yeah.
And obviously the last episode like tells you that. This girl literally goes to the last episode just to see who's the killer, and then goes back and watches the whole thing. And she like,
what the hell?
And she like,
what the hell
tell
are you
us.
doing?
She like literally will text me, and like it's let's say the show comes out tomorrow. She'll text me like tomorrow. She's like, I already know who the killer is. And I'm like, don't tell me. She's like, oh, it's this person. Like, I just told you, don't tell me.
Damn, I didn't know that like Lupita had like Black Air Force energy. That's like Black Air Force energy. Like, why is she trying to ruin the show for you?
Yeah, and she did it to Daisy too, where she texted Daisy first, and she's like, Lupita just told me who the killer was. And then I was like, don't tell me. And then she tells me like a minute, like 10 minutes later, she texts me. She's like, I know who the killer is. It's this person. And I was like, you just ruined the whole season for me.
For Lupita, she's not allowed to do that to me ever. I don't even care about spoilers, but don't do it like that.
Yeah, she hasn't done it since. But like, or she'll like text me, and she'll be like, I know who it is. I'm like, don't you dare. I'm like, I'm not gonna talk to you until I finish it, because you're gonna give it away. Or sometimes she doesn't even do it on purpose. It's just like we're having a conversation, she gives you too much information. You're like, I didn't know that.
Oh, you know what's funny about that is like Christian, shout out Christian Medina, the Walking Bicep. He came on the pod, and we didn't talk about it, but he was watching Game of Thrones because he was trying to like, and again, you don't need it for this because it's a prequel, but like he wanted to watch it to kind of like see what all of us were so excited about. And I did a really good job of like not giving stuff away, because I was like, wait, what just happened? Because I wanted to make sure I wasn't like giving away something that was about to happen or something like crazy.
Yeah. See, I feel like I'm not good at that. Like when people like, if I like, I'm like, oh, you should watch this show, and then they tell me to like kind of tell them a little bit about the show. I feel like I'm not good at like giving the good enough details to make them be like, oh, this is like interesting, and then but not giving like too much away where it's like giving spoilers where like they don't even have to watch it anymore. I feel like I'm bad at that. So I'm just like, oh, you just have to watch it to find out.
So you saw the gifts I put up, right?
Yeah.
So it was not giving anything away, but I'm just gonna highlight it because I'm annoying. So I was watching it, and let's see at what time. 5 a.m, because I was trying to distract myself at work. Like I was working, but I was also trying to enjoy my peace
If
before
your
thinking about.
boss is listening to this, he was not working.
He doesn't care. He doesn't. Man, I get the bag. He doesn't care, man. As long as the check's cash, he's like, do your thing. Look, settled in at the office, about to hit play on House of Dragon. And for those on the audio, I'm putting up my tweets. You can see it on _Alex Valadez if you wanted to see the tweets for the Game of Thrones. And then we're just going to slowly go through it. The opening line, and it's a gift saying, "This whole situation is your fault." Doom, doom, doom. And then it feels like the ultimate sacrifice. And let's see. And then there's like this weird thing from like the Alien movie where like shit's coming out of someone's stomach. So ooh. And then the protagonist of the show, Rhaenyra, I think that's how you say it. And
yeah, I was gonna say, how do you even pronounce that?
It's crazy because like her aunt has like a similar name to her, and I was like kind of getting I dead ass. And like for those of you who are new to Game of Thrones, do not skip the last part of the HBO part because it's the writers talking about the show, and they clear up so much shit. Like it's especially on a new start of a season or like the first season, it's so necessary to understand the characters. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, they did that on this new one?
They do it on every single one where like the writers will be like, "Oh yeah, in this episode, Jamal was like, playing with the dragon, and that meant that, whatever, like, digging deeper into what happened in the show."
Oh, okay.
So I'm the nerd that like will go watch YouTube videos like 36 things you missed in episode 1,
Yeah, you are that nerd.
Don't do that. But let me know when you watch it, what you think.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I'll try to watch. No, not tonight because I have PT tomorrow, so I have to go.
Okay, we'll watch it tomorrow. We're gonna watch The Orphan.
We're gonna watch the movie tomorrow.
But honestly, the first episode was fantastic. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's fantastic.
I was scared that it wasn't gonna like
meet expectations.
How like sequels usually aren't really that good. Like they got all the hype and then they just kind of let you down. That's what I was kind of like.
Let me tell you right now. This first episode had me like there was times where I was typing for an email and I was like, let me replay that again. Like what did they say? I was like, "Whoa, shit!" No, it's a phenomenal first episode.
I'll have to watch it then.
Yeah, no, me.
And I'm gonna have to keep up weekly because I'm not gonna do your spoilers on Twitter.
It's not even spoilers. It's not.
I know, but you never know. So I'm just gonna like keep up.
I'm just gonna put gifs. I literally do that whenever I watch a show now. And I'm watching it and I want to live tweet for whatever reason. Like it's a reference, but it's not giving it away. Like have you ever seen like Doctor Strange in 4 photos and it's like 4 random photos, but like if you watch the movie, it's like aha. But if you didn't watch the movie, it's like there's no way you'd get that.
Yeah, you're like, what?
That's
what the hell
basically what I'm doing. Exactly. It's like, what could that mean? But yeah, check out House of Dragons. I'm gonna be talking about it every fucking week. So if you think that I'm gonna spoil it, I'm probably not. And if I do, sorry, but you watch it.
Or if he's gonna bore you from talking about it every episode, he definitely will.
I might start putting timestamps so people know.
You're like, okay, I'm gonna skip these 5 minutes.
Just because we're talking TV shows, I'm just gonna bring this up now because it's related. Jess, are you familiar with American Horror Story?
Yes, but I've never watched an episode.
Is there a reason why you haven't watched?
No, honestly, no. In college, my like freshman roommate, she was so into it, and I just like, I feel like I would watch, but I wouldn't really be into it.
Wait, who was watching it?
One of my roommates from freshman year, Penelope, but
oh, okay.
Yeah, like, she would like watch it, but I feel like I would be in the living room watching it with her, but like I didn't know what was going on because I wasn't like that into it.
Yeah, it's hard to jump in the middle.
I think that to me, I was just kind of like, oh, like I don't know if I would be into this. But a lot of people always tell me that it's like really good. I just never, I don't know, I've never given it a shot, I guess.
When season 11 came out and they told us that it was going to be aliens, I wrote like a 4-page like article on what you expect. Which, by the way, I will be a content creator, and I will have my own page on the monthly drop of what you expect. So look out for that. And I wrote like a whole fucking dissertation of like what I think the season was gonna be about, and I was wrong, but mine was better. Just FYI.
How many seasons is there?
11.
Oh, that's a lot.
I highly recommend you watch it though, because it's one of those shows that like every season is connected. Like the entire thing is connected, and when you find those connections, you're like, aha, you know, you're like, oh shit, is that so and so's relative? You know, because it's different time periods. You know what I mean? Like there's Freak Show, there's Coven, there's Asylum, there's Freak Show, there's the Roanoke, like you know that the colony that disappeared.
Yeah.
They talk about that. There's a 1980s one. There's Apocalypse. Now there's fucking aliens. Like there's a lot of great shit. And they also have this other series. It's a standalone one. It's American Horror Stories. And some of the stories are standalones where it's like, you know, just kind of in context with that same style of show. And then some where they're like, they go into the backstory of a character, but they don't tell you till the end, and you're like, "Oh my god, that's Jamal!" You know, like you're like, "Oh shit!" Like that was what happened to Jamal before season 7. You know, and you're like, "Oh shit!" Like that's crazy. You know.
Yeah.
But I will say, Bloody Mary was trash.
So then, what should I watch first? Should I watch Narcos or should I watch American Horror Story?
Watch American Horror Story. I think you'd get into that way better than you get into Narcos. But I highly recommend it, and text me as you watch it because there's gonna be some explanations you're probably gonna need. Because the reason it took me the third time to watch it is because I just needed to like really pay attention. No, like it took me 3 times. No, to watch the first episode because the first episode lost me.
I was like, you watched?
No, I didn't watch. No. First, I've watched Narcos like 70 times at this point, so like you know that's nothing. That's light work.
Are you into watching like shows in Spanish? Now that we're talking like that shows.
Yes, if I can get into it, yes. I've watched a lot of, don't judge me, but like narco novelas in Spanish.
Okay, no, this is like, I don't know if you've ever seen it pop up on your Netflix. It's called Club de Cuervos.
I haven't seen it, but I also haven't been on Netflix because I'm trying to avoid watching Narcos for the 90th millionth time.
Again, shout out to my therapist Miguel. He put me on this show. It's like a soccer show, but it's so much more than that. And it's like a comedy show. Like it's just shits and gigs. Like the whole time. Like you need to watch an episode, and I kid you not, you will not be disappointed. I honestly wish that I could like kind of just like erase it from my memory.
And enjoy it again.
So I could watch it again for the first time. That's because I genuinely, I tell you, I binge watched that show. I finished it so quickly. I love it. One of my favorite shows ever.
Humble brag, I did finish Game of Thrones in like a month and a week. Light brag, which was like 8 seasons.
Which is why he was on Twitter giving spoilers.
Right. Okay, but American Horror Stories this season, I almost recommend you watching the first episode of American Horror Stories. That's a standalone. Watch the first episode. It's called Dollhouse, and then watch American Horror Story season 1 and go from there. Chef's kiss. I want to say it's like really well done writing. But we'll push it to the next part. Oh, but by the way, I'm working on possibly getting an actress on a Hulu show coming on the pod, so stay fucking tuned.
It's me, everybody. It's me.
Yeah, Jess is the vampire in season 9 of American Horror Stories. I don't even know if it's season 9. Jess, now let's say that I was a director for Hulu. And we were making a show, and you auditioned for the show. Do you think that I should just give you the role, or do you think that you should earn it? And be honest.
100%, you should just give it to me. No, I'm just
like imagine you're like acting like, I'm a vampire. Oh, encore. I felt that.
She's got it. She's won the part.
Oh my god.
No,
I felt like she was the one.
No, but on the real, no, I think that it should be earned. I like, not just with like movie shows, but I think that just in general, when you have like a business or something, let's say it's a small business or something, I think that your close family and friends just automatically assume that they should get discounts or they should get freebies and all of that stuff. And it's like, let's say if I have a small business for something and I'm charging $20 and it's like you are like, there's no way I'm paying $20. Like give it to me for 10. And then you go to like this big store and you pay 50 for it. But like you weren't willing to support me with $20. I just think is just like I don't if you really want to support your family and friends, you're going to support them like that. But I think that, in that term, I think that they need to work for it and they need to earn it. You can't just be like, oh, I know whoever's gonna, cast me for this role and I got it in the bag just because they're my dad or it's my uncle or
Yeah,
so.
no, 100%. And
But I think people do expect it just because of their relationship outside of that.
Which, first of all, like I'm on record, like if someone is selling something, like let's say Jess, you started making shirts, I'm gonna buy a shirt. Even if I don't need a shirt right now, I will buy a shirt full price. I tell people, do not give me a discount. I want to support you fully. Like I'll pay whatever you're paying, whatever you're requesting. Like to me, like I bought shirts from people that like I'm cool with, but not like cool, but like I see them starting something and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna support because I hope one day somebody returns a favor and like gives my service or my product a chance. So I love like reaching out to people and paying full price. Like when people want to give me a discount, I'm like, nah, I'll pay full price. Don't like save that discount for like someone else. Like I got it. Like this is full price.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you. Like that's the way to do it. Like if you want to support people, you pay full price. If you're willing to pay the fucking retail for a fucking Louis bag, you should be paying for a shirt that's like $30 to $40. Like support your fucking friends, support creators. These big businesses are going to be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But this recently happened with actor Idris Elba. He's a DJ also, by the way, if that matters. He reveals that his daughter auditioned for his movie Beast, but chemistry was not there. She didn't. And then he's quoted saying, "She didn't talk to me for 3 weeks." I'm gonna play the clip.
I saw your 20-year-old daughter on the red carpet with you too. By the way, beautiful. I can't believe your daughter is 20 years old.
Man.
So how did that play into you playing a father to daughters?
Your own experience is always gonna. Interestingly enough, my daughter auditioned for this role. She wants to be an actress, and she auditioned, and it came down to chemistry in the end. My daughter and I, she was great, but the relationship in the film and the relationship between my daughter was the chemistry wasn't right for film. Really enough, she didn't know what. My daughter didn't talk to me for about 3 weeks.
Wow,
it's cool.
Yeah, I'll be kind of a bit too. I
know.
You say we don't know chemistry as father and daughter.
And then, and who called and said, "Hey, you didn't get the part"? I did. I called and talked to her because I've known this for a very long time. You know what I mean? I'm like Uncle Will. That's like my little niece, and she's amazing. And here's what I'll say. I'll give props to Idris because a lot of people, you talk about nepotism, like two dads that are like for real, like want the best for their kids, but hard on them. Idris Elba and Ice Cube, like real deal. Right. Like Idris was definitely like, listen, I want her to put her through the ropes, go in, give her a shot, audition. He auditioned with her. He was very tough on her, and he said, listen, at the end of the day, we're going to make the best decision for the movie. I trust you, Will. Trust the director, Ball. And she was very good, very close. Idris is right. Some of the nuances of like that real life relationship sometimes doesn't translate on screen. Right.
I love that because, and I agree with like nepotism. Like I've in all my years of working from 18, well, not 18, well, at 16, yeah, but like I recommended people, but it didn't work out. But from 18, I recommended people to my place of employment, and all throughout there till now, I've recommended people, and for the most part, not even trying to take like shot, like it just hasn't worked out. Like shout out to Denny, like, and I'm gonna give Denny his flowers, and I'll say this, I have a test of like making them follow up with me. So like if they can't follow up with me for an interview, I don't trust you to follow up with a client of ours to ensure that we get the deal. So he was persistent. He did it. And I'm giving him his flowers. He is on pace. He's the second fastest person in this company's history, after me, of course, that has made a sale in their early time. And to me, like no one else has come close at all. Like in like the people that I've hired, or the people that I've hired like that were from Indeed, if we want to just like throw a larger pool there. He put in the work and it's showing. And sometimes for some other people, it just wasn't there. I don't know if it was the work ethic. I don't know if it was maybe just the wrong industry they were in, but it just unfortunately did not work out in terms of profit for them and then revenue for us. And it is what it is. And you got to make those tough choices because to me, business is business. Like, I take my job very serious. Like we've said it before. I'm a vice president. Like, I do not fuck with my money. Do not fuck with anything that involves the company because our relationship outside of work is our relationship outside of work. But if you fuck up with my bottom dollar, we got a problem because this is a business that I am taking care of and that I entrust like it's my own. Do not put me in a place where I have to be a fucking asshole because I fucking will. And like I'm telling you, business is business. If you ain't with it, get the fuck out. Just saying. That's just how life is. And if someone hears it and they think it's like personal or sensitive, listen, like it's business. And if you are about your business, you understand. And we've been a client for years and they didn't give me a big deal. Guess what? I took it on the chin and I'm like, all right, let me know when your next project is. That's how you have to act. You have to take the lumps when they come and the bags of money when they come too. So you're gonna be getting all hot over business.
I know. No, but shout out to Denny. Shout out to Denny. Real one.
Yeah, get the bag, man. So you can take Diane with us to Rome, so we can all pick on Jess.
So he can make us more mojitos.
Oh, let's give Denny his flowers. Those I don't even fuck with mojitos. I don't even drink them. I asked for a second one.
Me either. I don't really like it. I think it's like the mintiness. It's just too strong.
That's what everyone's saying. That's not even it for me.
And like, I think that's what I was expecting when I was like drinking it, you know. But I was just like, I'm not gonna say no to his drink. One, you can't say no to his drink. He will not like. He won't let you.
Ooh, that sounds kind of Bill Cosby. Just kidding. Don't cancel him. Hey, on Friday at work, he's gonna be like, why the fuck you say that? I'm joking.
No, but his were really freaking good. So shout out to you, Denny.
Muddled the fruit, just a perfect mixture of the alcohol and all the other ingredients. Like, no, I gotta give him his flowers. He definitely put it down. Yo, Denny be fucking making some good drinks at the pool parties.
I mean, we all know Christian loved them, right?
Oh my god, he was a daze with them. You know what I mean? Love you, bro. Oh god. But have you ever been put in that position in your years of working? I know, you had a stint of being a professional ball player, low key, but like, how was it? Like, have you ever recommended somebody?
No, but I have worked in a workplace where there has been family involved, not like me being involved, but me seeing it as an outsider. And I think that it gets complicated if people can't separate business with business and then like business with like like your relationship with them. And it's like you said, like if you come in and you're fucking up and it's stopping me or preventing me from being able to do my job, I'm gonna get on you. It doesn't matter if you're my sister or my cousin or whatever. It's just like you're not doing your shit, like but I think that's where it gets complicated because I feel like the majority of the people aren't built to be able to separate that. Like a lot of people 100% have trouble.
Agree with that.
Yeah, like I think that's the issue is like there's only a rare amount of people that are like able to like, be like, okay, Alex got on me today because of this, but you know what? Outside of work, like we're totally fine. Like it's chill. It's more so like, oh, Alex told me this, like after work, I'm like, you know what? Fuck Alex. Like what an asshole. It's just like I just think that a lot of the people like don't know how to separate that, and that's when it's just a conflict of interest and it just doesn't work out. And I feel like the majority of the times when you do work with someone so close to you, it doesn't work out.
Yeah, no, that's why like even like when Denny came on, I was like, please work out because this is my bro. I don't want anything to happen there, but I also don't want to stop somebody because it's a very fruitful opportunity with the company. So like I also don't want to stop somebody from getting their bag if they show me they have the qualifications. But like, and I've heard this comment from when I was like 18, when I was a supervisor at a restaurant, and when I was like in getting the supervisor role at a call center job, and just all these different conversations. And I'm just like, you know what? Like they're like, oh, you're being mean. It's like, okay, but do you ever stop and think as to why I'm giving you like the pressure? Do you ever stop to think about that? Maybe me quote unquote being like mean or being tough isn't because I'm just mad at you. It's because like your performance just needs to improve. And like, I'm not seeing that desire to want to be better. I don't see the desire of like, yo, I want to make sure that I'm better than I was yesterday, or I work on this so I can be a better employee in this aspect. Like, I feel like a lot of people just think that, and I'll tell you this, in my job, it's like, it's not a fucking like a job where you get told exactly what you have to do every day. It's a lot of self-starting. And I think some people have trouble with that because they're so used to such a structured environment where it's like, hey, this is your task, this is your checklist, this is what you have to do. And it's a really tough thing, because I also had that when I went to this job, and I had a lot of thoughts of like, fuck, is this really for me? But I'm such a go-getter, and I'm such a like, nah, I'm gonna fucking prove to myself that I can fucking adapt and fucking excel. And that's just the mentality I have. But some people just are like, yeah, I'd rather just go get a paycheck somewhere else. And that's cool. Everybody, like, listen, if like you come to work with me in any form or aspect, whether it be any type of like activity, if it doesn't work out, all love, like, for real. Like, if it doesn't work, no hard feelings. Like, I've told people before, I'm like, yo, if this isn't for you, you can leave. You don't have to stay for our personal relationship. Like, our relationship outside of work has nothing to do with in here. And if you have to do something that's better for you, go do it. No fucking ill will. Like, go do what's best for you, because I'm also the person that tells people, don't stay at a job because you have friends there. Like, you'll have friends wherever you go. Don't keep it because, like, oh, I'm gonna miss my coworker. Man, I have a group chat with some coworkers I had in 2012 that we still text every now and then, say happy birthday. Like, if you're meant to be friends, you'll be friends.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Jess, you want to play my work?
No.
What if we need a physical therapist?
then you can call me. But other than that, no.
Right.
I already have to deal with, sometimes I have to deal with patients on the phone, and every time I get off the phone, I'm like, answering phone calls is not for me. I'm like, I cannot with people. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, customer service is the doozy, especially with client relations.
Yeah. Especially when it has to do with like their health or like any of that. People are like, which, I mean, vouch for yourself, but sometimes people are so rude.
Yeah, there's some, I will say right now, like, people think that there's a saying of like, the customer is always right. No, they're not. No, they're not. I'll tell you my experience. No, they're not. They are not always right. It's a false privilege that people fall into, and they think that they can talk down to people who are in service, who are in client relations. And it's like, to me, it's like, there's a level of respect you have to have, because I could get shitty service at a restaurant and I'll still be respectful, because I've been there. I know that some things are out of my control, and that the service not being great is also partly because of the environment. You know, if they're swamped, we're humans. Let's have some empathy with each other. Like, let's understand that shit isn't always going to be perfect, but if someone's doing their best, I appreciate anything like that at all, like, the entire time.
Yeah, and there's just sometimes where it's like, sometimes you're like, I'm not right, but I'm going to keep arguing. And it's just like, yeah, sometimes when it's like that whole customer is always right sort of thing. But it's like, if someone's coming at me some type of way, and I know for a fact that I'm the one that's in the wrong, in the right, like, I'm not going to just let them like disrespect me like that. Like, I'm just going to be like, because then they're going to think that they could do that to you every single time they come in. And it's like, like, no, you're not going to make my time miserable here every time you're here, because you think that you can talk to me like that. Or like a lot of our, like, let's say like our older patients, they see that we're like on the younger side and they talk down to you. And it's like,
I hate that shit.
Yeah. And it's like, like an instant, like we have like our front desk employee, she's on the younger side, she's a college student. And sometimes like the way some patients talk to her, and it's like, sometimes I have to step in and it's like, look, she told you it's this, and this is what it is. And like, because she doesn't really have, she will like kind of speak up, but like sometimes it's just kind of like, she just kind of stays quiet. And I'm like, no, like, this is what she told you, and this is what we're going to do. And that's it. And if you don't like it, then you can go somewhere else. Cause
I love that. I love that. It's camaraderie between like fellow coworkers to like, if there's an uncomfortable situation, to come in, mediate, calm down, like deactivate the bomb that's about to blow up. Like, I love that. Like, that's a sign of a great work environment, like that you have over there.
Yeah, no, and I get it. There's sometimes where there's people that like, you're like, okay, if I match their energy, this is gonna get ugly. So you kind of like, have to kind of match their energy, but then be fake nice at the same time. Like be like, I totally understand where you're coming from, but like I totally get where you're coming from, even though in your head you're like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's one of those things that I think you just kind of like get to a point with customer service where you just know how to diffuse situations, and I think that's a gift. I call my boss the bomb squad because he there's been a customer that was cussing at the top of his lungs, and then they went to go get drinks a week later because he diffused it. It's like there's a way to calm people down, make sure that they feel heard and respected.
I think that's the most important thing is like, yeah, like obviously not letting someone disrespect you, but like just making sure that they feel heard. I think that's like the biggest thing. If you do that, then you'll learn to calm them down. They just want to like know that you get what they're trying to tell you, you know? And as long as you
100%.
acknowledge that you hear what they're trying to tell you, then you'll win the argument.
Yeah, very, very high success rate. I definitely can agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about tough work environments. Are you familiar with the live action Little Mermaid movie that is coming out in 2023?
Yes, I am.
And are you
love
familiar with
all the movies?
All the live action remakes?
Yeah, like I'm living for it. Like all of our childhood movies are now being like real life like remakes.
Have you seen the new Buzz Lightyear?
No, I have yet to see that. I haven't seen that.
I heard it's really good. I'm gonna watch it soon. I heard it's really fantastic.
I heard it's really good too. I think it's on Disney Plus.
It is. Quick little thing. Can everybody stop overreacting about like lesbian scenes or like gay scenes in like these like movies and stuff? Like, I just like the same parents that are upset about that are like the same ones that let their kid watch The Wolf on Wall Street, which had mad titties.
I was gonna say these people have never watched Orange Is the New Black on Netflix.
That show is crazy. I watched that entire show, and I wouldn't have gotten into it just because it would have never got my attention. But I did have an ex that watched it, and I watched it, and I got so invested in it. I was like, "Holy shit, this is crazy!"
A good show. But some people just could not get past those scenes, you know. And I mean, there was quite a bit, but it was actually a really good freaking show. But that's why I'm like, those people have never seen that show.
Yeah,
that was 80%. That was 80% of the show.
They would storm the Capitol if they saw that. Are you familiar with Miss Halle Bailey?
No, I didn't know before, but yeah, after all of that, yeah, I knew.
She is poised to be the Ariel, the Little Mermaid in the movie, and she's revealed about how she's been responding to the racist criticism after the news broke that she was going to be the star of the movie. And she was saying that, let's see, she faced backlash, social media hashtags such as "not my Ariel." I just like,
yeah. When I read that, I was like, well, that's how I kind of knew who she was. I didn't really ever know her before, but it was on social media. You know, people like being upset that Ariel was gonna be a Black woman, and like people were just like, that's not how it was, just because obviously in the previous one it was like a white animated character, like, you know what I mean, like. But yeah, that's kind of how social media, like, ever it was blowing up, people were either with it or against it. But yeah, I did see those hashtags like "not my Ariel," and I was like, oh my gosh.
Okay, Jess, I'm about to ask you some real life questions. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Are mermaids real according to science as of today?
Are mermaids real?
Mm-hmm.
I would say yes.
Okay, you're totally killing my entire argument. Oh my god. Okay, well, are they? I don't think they've been proven real, right?
No.
Okay, scientifically, they have not been proven real. So let me just say this.
I wish they were, though.
Why? I wish they were, and then I hope that the it's fish at the top and then like human at the bottom, just to like fucking like mess with you guys. That'd be hilarious, by the way. Like, imagine just a little flounder, like,
and then just human legs.
Yeah, human legs. That'd be fucking hilarious. All Oh God, never mind. I was gonna go into some darker turns on that, but why the fuck is anyone freaking out over a fucking mythical creature and about the color of its skin? Like, are you fucking serious? Like, what if the Pikachu movie had a Jamaican voice for Pikachu? Is everyone gonna fucking go crazy? Like, what the fuck is people just want to find shit to be fucking upset about. Like, Halle being Ariel, I think it's a fucking awesome role. She can actually sing in the way that Ariel sings. So why the fuck would it not work? If anything, I think like she would fucking kill that role. Like I saw her and I was like, you know what? I actually fuck with this. I think this is actually gonna come out really well.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I feel like you could see it. Like you'd be like, I think she'd be good at it. Yeah.
Like,
but I agree with you. I think people just need to find controversy in literally everything that anyone does nowadays, and it's so sad.
I feel like all these people are just like it's like those people that like just spend their time like talking shit about people like on social media like all day. It's just like, yo, you're just shadow boxing. Like, you're fighting no one. Like, just let it go. Like, don't go watch the movie then. Like, go watch Ariel. Go support Ariel on Disney Plus, the regular one. Like, fuck out of here. Like, just don't watch it. Don't support it. Like, if you don't like the burgers at Burger King, don't fucking go to Burger King. Don't fucking stand outside and say no more Burger King. It's just like the thought process with like the way people act is just like, do y'all not realize how much time you're wasting and the energy that you're putting into this? Go get some money, or like in the joke he said, go get some bitches. Or what's the male reference for bitches? You know what, bitches can be guys too, because shout out Drake, he said that. That was on Churchill Downs, in case anybody wants to fact check me. He said that.
But yeah, on the article that you sent where she said that, like, what's kind of been getting like her through it, or like kind of just like learning to like ignore that, was that like her grandma was just like, how would you feel if you were like a little girl seeing someone like of your color, like, you know, portraying someone who's like, obviously you see like, oh my God, the Little Mermaid, you know, like, and that's kind of like pushing her through. I was just like, it's so sad that like it has to get to that just because of the color of her skin. Like, and just, she could honestly be the best actress, but just because of her color of her skin, people are just gonna be like, no, like, this movie sucks. Like, you know,
oh my God,
it just like blows my mind. But people now don't surprise me anymore. They're just miserable.
Man, it's all learned fucking bigotry, learned racism. It's like they're just passing it down to their kids, and their kids just look like their kids just are like regular people that now like have this horrible. I mean, it's a horrible mindset. It's just like, man, like, she's gonna kill it and she's gonna get a lot of love, but it sucks that it had to go through that kind of mental strife to get there. Like, yo, Halle, yo, RoyalTea podcast, and I don't know about Jess, but we support you. We're here for it. I'm just making sure I don't want to put words in your mouth, you know. Jess too.
We
stand. Yes. Shout out Halle. Stay strong. Fuck all these people. All these people.
Hashtag she is my Ariel.
Oh, I'm gonna tweet that. Ooh, from the RoyalTea account. Ooh, controversy. And to everybody who tweets "Not my Ariel" every day after the movie's release, how about you put that energy into work so you have enough money to like maybe like, you know, do something like
make your own movie. Make your own
movie. Yeah, make your own all white fucking Ariel movie. Dumbasses. I swear to God, man. It fucking bugs the shit out of me when like people get so pressed about this. It's just like, man, like. And I hate saying that it's 2022, but it's like I feel like it's gonna be like 3006, and it's still gonna be this bullshit because
we're not even gonna be alive anymore, and it's still gonna be going on.
It's still gonna be a thing. So, Halle, we stand with you. There's millions, billions of trillions of people that will be standing with you. I don't know about that number, but just bear with me. Like I will go watch this movie out of support even harder because I'm like, no, fuck these people. We're gonna make sure that this is a box office smash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you know what else was a box office smash?
What?
The wedding video of this couple. So Jess, have you ever been done wrong by somebody that you were in a relationship with?
I wish this is tequila, but I'm gonna take a sip.
Would you ever put them on blast?
No. but that's just like, to me, is just like, okay, you hurt me, I'm going to be the bigger person and just move on. And I think that no response sometimes speaks louder than, stooping down to their level,
You are definitely my clone. You're definitely my clone. Like, I feel like we have like almost like 95% similar views on shit like this. Like, I've been fucking yelling that shit for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, so it's like, you did me dirty, peace be with you, but I'm just gonna move on. And I think that genuinely gets, and it kills a lot more people than if I were to go and be petty and respond, because then they can make me out to be the bad one or like the toxic one. And it's just like, no, you did this, and like, I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna live my life, and you can, think that I'm saying all these things where I'm not. I don't care anymore.
Royalty word of the day. It's called leverage. And people who are in the wrong are going to try to leverage whatever they can from the opposing party, because they have to now paint you as a villain to hide their wrongdoing.
To validate their wrong action.
Exactly. And I agree with you. I let people shadow box all day. If there's ever a situation going on, they could fucking sub post whatever they want. They can do their thing. Guess what? I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to interact with it. You know why? Because to me, cutting you off to me as a person is enough damage for me. And I agree with you. People who are hurt and are bitter and are upset about a situation want to get validated by saying, oh, see, they're so obsessed with me. But if they don't see anything, they're like, fuck, I wonder what's going on over there.
Yeah. And that fucks with them even more.
Oh, it's psychological warfare, but not even trying. The revenge. The revenge, best served invisible. Well, this couple this groom decided to not take the high road, and he decides to expose his cheating wife at the wedding. Which, by the way, I hope his wife's his wife's family paid for it, because if he paid for it, that's an expensive attack. Damn. Why she get mad?
No,
Why she cheating?
As a wedding guest, though, I would fucking die laughing.
I'd be like, whore. I'm just kidding. Harlots.
Oh my god!
How dare you do that to my brother?
But the way that she like threw the bouquet at her was like, you're just mad you got caught, dude.
Yeah, people get mad when they get caught, man. They get real mad because then they start throwing these little shots, and it's like, nah, you know, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah.
So how
some people just can't take accountability and cannot see their wrongdoings, but those are the people that need to grow.
Every action has a consequence, and if you're not ready to deal with it, you probably shouldn't have done it.
Mm-hmm.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
So how'd you feel about that? Like, how would you feel if you showed up to a person's wedding, and we're not shout out Sally and Andy for being
no
for being a loving union, and we never have to worry about nasty shit like that.
Don't do that as an example.
What if we went to
sorry, Sally and Andy, for Alex.
Well, I just said that shout out to them for being a loving union. I didn't say that they were nasty like that. You can tell they both love each other for real.
Oh yeah, they're the best couple. I love them.
They're totes adorbs. But like, how would you feel? So like on the last pod, we talked about Carla and Carlos and Darla and Damien. So let's say Carla and Carlos, which, to backtrack, basically it was Carla and Carlos, the C's, and Darla and Damien, the D's. They all basically like swapped for a 4-way in Vegas because guess whatever stays in Vegas. Apparently it didn't stay in Vegas, but they swapped, and like Carla and Damien were like fucking on the low for a while. Let's say like Carla and Carlos are getting married, and then Carla and him are walking up, and that happens. You are friends with both of them. React.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know. I think I would just be shook. Like, am I closer to one than the other?
let's say you're closer to the groom. Let's say you're closer to Carlos, and he's obviously been done wrong. What's your thought process? Do you still fuck with Carla, or are you just like, oh, I can't pick? You know, it's their beef. That's between them.
I guess it really just depends on how close I am to both of them, and if I'm slightly closer to him, but if I'm still really close to her, then I feel like I would call her out on her actions, but I don't know if I would cut off the relationship entirely. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, okay, you did X, Y, and Z, you fucked up your relationship. Now you gotta, make your bed. But
Now you look like a nasty ass.
yeah, now you look like a nasty ass, but like we're still friends. You know what I mean? But if it's like I'm really close to him and she was just kind of like my friend, then I'd be like, okay, no, fuck you.
Outro. We don't need you.
Yeah, exactly. So it kind of depends on like the relationship. Yeah. But I mean, would I just be like, oh, what, like not say anything to them? Be like, no, like you fucked up. Like, like this was your wrongdoing. Was it wrong that they do it in that way to like call them out? Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would do it to that extreme, but I mean, everyone, heals differently, I guess.
As petty as I can be, I don't think I would do that because I don't think I'd want to go through the whole entire fucking wedding like process to just
and that to me is like the most crazy part though, is like you still decided to get married to this person just to do this at like the wedding party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would just be like, I'm not fucking marrying you. Like I am not legally joining, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that is like a very spiteful, petty person to like be able to like
100%.
Like get married and then be like, I'm still doing this, and it's like, what, you're gonna end up getting divorced anyway, like it's not like you're gonna stay with the person. Or I mean,
well, I don't think he said I do, right?
What?
I don't think they said I do yet. I think there was like getting to
well,
that
was
point.
Already the way that the video played out though was just like it was already like at the celebration. Yeah. And it said like,
that's next level petty if you got married.
And in the article, because obviously it was like in a different language, in the article it said that like they like the announcer had announced that they were going to share like videos of them like in their childhood, kind of like videos of their childhood, but that the groom actually like switched out the video, and that's when he played that.
I couldn't even see the video, and I didn't want to zoom in like a creepazoid. But I'm just gonna assume whatever was seen was nasty, and I'll probably see it on my edits. But like,
yeah,
that's crazy. But you know what? I feel like in some countries and in some religious establishments, if there's infidelity, the marriage is void without like the other part. So maybe he was counting on that like loophole to just
like it would
be
just
petty
like, not count. Yeah.
And if you're hearing this and you think that it's really petty and that he shouldn't have done that, just know as long as you don't cheat, you'll never be in the situation. So yeah, enjoy the show.
Yeah, I think if you cheat on someone, how they respond is out of your control, and you gotta deal with it.
I will say though, if I was in that situation and I'm cool with the groom, and like you said, like we're just like, it's like cool by association with like his fiance. Oh, I'd be like, oh hell, I'd be obnoxious as hell, just trying to like drum it up, like, oh damn, why her mouth do that to him?
But imagine like being like her parents or like her sister or something, and you're just like sitting there and you're like,
oh, do they have a right to be mad? Because she was, I mean, I don't know, was she naked? Like how exposed was it?
I don't know. I honestly, like, you could
couldn't really see it.
It's a super dark video. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would assume, I don't know.
I'll say this. If that happened, fuck, that's tough because it's like just if you did that, just leave him. Go be with we'll leave it at that.
What name is he gonna pull out of his ass?
Well, final thing I want to just talk about on air, because there's some of the listeners will be attending, but Jess and I will be going along with two others. Shout out Matt, shout out Medina. We're gonna be possibly Edwin. Don't hold your breath, but possibly Edwin. to Texas to visit my brother Alan and his lovely girlfriend Alyssa and her family, and we're gonna experience the state fair, which is like one of the cream of the crops of the state fairs. And I will say though, I'm really excited for it because Jess, have you been to that specific part of Texas?
No. I've only been to Texas like twice, and that was just for soccer. And I've been to El Paso, Texas, and then wherever Texas Rio Grande is, I don't even remember.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I've never been to like the Dallas area or any of that. Shout out to one of my best friends from college, Kiki. That's where she lives. So I'm hoping that I get to see her even for a couple minutes while I'm out there.
Drake's girl?
But yeah, Drake's girl, Kiki. Honestly, she would love that she said that because she loves Drake so much.
I'll clip this so we can send to her.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm excited. I've never really experienced Texas like that, so I'm excited.
I'll tell you right now, I'm really excited for it because, like like you said, we've kind of been hanging out a lot more, and I've also incorporated some of my friends into the familial activities. Matt, Medina, to say some of the names. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I feel like Matt is a fucking hoot himself, and then Medina, you and Medina have like the frenemy vibes, which is always hilarious. Especially like when y'all just be nipping at each other's fucking ankles, like.
I know, but he knows I love him deep down, and you can clip this and save it to him because it's the only time I'm saying it.
Say it one more time, just so we can hear it twice. Make his soul flutter.
He knows I have love for him, deep down, but I got love for you, Medina. Don't you worry.
Wow, Medina, wow, look at him. All right, we're going to play a quick game. Like, this was off the script. I didn't even plan this. We're going to play a game of most likely.
Oh, my God.
And my brother's included in this, all right?
So, okay, so tell me who's included in it. Like, who's included in it? All right, so it's
Alan, my middle brother, Alyssa, his girlfriend, Matt, our friend of the show, Medina, friend of the show, yourself and myself are included in this. I want to, and we'll throw Edwin in here just for the game, but he has not confirmed.
He's actually going to get on a plane?
Well, I'd probably have to get him drunk, but like, Edwin, we want you here. I'm going to clip this too.
Edwin, I want you to come to Texas with us.
Please come to Texas. Just the Airbnb would be so much cheaper if you go. All right, most likely to black out first.
Christian Medina.
Damn. Most likely to spend the most money at the state fair on just food.
You.
Oh shit! I thought. I mean, it's probably me.
You're a bougie ass one.
Can I get the fried filet mignon, please? Can I have the fried lobster? Most likely to fall asleep before everyone else does.
Probably me.
Okay.
No, I don't. Yeah. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know Alan and Melissa. Like, I don't know if they go to bed early.
I feel like they stay up, so I think it's pretty good that you didn't pick them. I feel like they're both night owls.
I'll just say me because I'll just say me. Probably me.
Most likely to win the most games at the state fair.
Probably Matt.
Ooh, look at Matt getting some love. Ooh, look at Matt. Okay. All right. Most likely to be the what's a good one? Most likely to suck at beer pong that weekend and blame it on they're tired or something.
Alex Valadez.
What? I never claimed that shit.
I'm not even gonna have my beer pong partner.
Yeah. Oh man, you guys. Oh, you're gonna have to lose by yourself now.
Oh, Eric.
We'll FaceTime him. We'll drunk FaceTime. We'll cry. We'll all cry together.
I'll be like, celebrity throw.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking. And then he makes it. We hit it off the phone.
Wow. So either
most.
It's gonna have.
No, go ahead.
Have a beer pong. No, I was gonna say I'm not gonna have a beer pong partner, but it's fine.
You got your choice between Matt, Medina, and myself, because I'm pretty sure Alan and Alyssa are gonna be a pair.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know if you want to get in the middle of that bromance.
I'll have to practice with each of you and see who's better, and that's who's gonna make my team. I don't know. You're hit or miss.
Oh, I can be. Sometimes I'm hot as fuck. Sometimes it's like I can't hit the pool.
Yeah, and I've only seen Matt play once, and then Christian is also like hit or miss.
Yeah. So yeah. Ooh. Oh wow, cheater! You're just gonna go with whoever's hot that day.
You have to.
Most likely to throw up first.
Christian Medina.
Okay. If you would have said me, I would have fought you because I definitely don't really throw up ever. Most likely to have a sneaky link out there.
You.
Why me? Why? Okay. Why would it be me and not you? You've been on record saying you got hoes in different area codes. I'm like, okay, Jess, all right, do your thing.
I was gonna burn myself out on that one.
Yeah.
Because
got hoes in every area code.
Because there's never mind. I'm just not gonna say anything.
All right.
I'm just saying if I would have answered that, my friend, shout out Madison Cox, don't know if she'll ever hear this, but she would slap me from all the way from Florida. That's all I got.
Florida's crazy, so she probably can't slap you all the way from over there. Shout out Madison.
Yeah.
Can we talk about her weird
to answer
habit?
the question, it'd probably be me. Yeah.
Look at Jess. Look at the little nasty nest. Yeah. I'll wait till you guys are asleep and I'll sneak out. Oh my god! And then I wake up the next morning and you're like, Alex, you look so tired. Oh, it was so rough to sleep last night. Oh my god.
Yeah, but now I don't know if I would want to with just all the boys,
all the guys, all the boys. Well, Alyssa's there too, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'd be like, you know what? You're about to come into a house full of dudes, some that are pretty overprotective.
Matt.
Yeah.
Oh god. Most likely to complain about the heat first.
Edwin, if he goes.
Okay, I thought you were gonna pick me because I always have to have the AC on full blast. I get hot as fuck.
Oh yeah, but no, I feel like I could see Edwin complaining.
Okay, final one. Most likely to accidentally fall in love in Dallas.
You.
What? on the flight home, I'll be like, ooh, houses are only this much in Dallas?
Oh, like you meant fall in love with Dallas or like in Dallas?
I meant someone out there.
Oh, with someone out there. Okay, because I was like, I totally misunderstood that.
Oh, I was just like, I was like, I've been to Dallas. I'm not in love.
No, I know, but then as soon as I said that, and you were like, I fell in love with like the cheap houses. I was like, oh wait, did he say with Dallas? Or
Nah,
like
I'm a Cali boy, so I'm gonna stay on this coast.
No, fall in love. Maybe Christian.
Ooh, Christian would find himself like a nice, tall Amazonian queen out there.
I'm gonna manifest that for Christian. So I'll say Christian for that answer.
Ooh, look, damn, Christian. She gave you love from the deepest part of her heart, and then she also just wished a lovely woman companion
come
for
his
you.
way. Yeah, look at me being so nice to him.
Wow, Christian, you should thank her. He's gonna text me like, "What the fuck? Shut up, Alex." All right.
He's still number 10 though.
That's so fucked up. You know like 6 Medinas. By the way, just for context, Jess will rank Christian as like the 10th Medina of all his family, and she maybe knows 6 people that have the last name Medina in his family.
But I include the Medina dogs.
That's still maybe like 8. It's not even the 10. I will say though, I can't wait till we go to the arcade out there. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. It's like an arcade that has a bar and we're all gonna have a fucking blast. And Jess and Christian and I and Matt are gonna play fucking Fortnite like losers, and we're gonna play Fall Guys and all that other shit. It'll be fun. I'm just really excited to all of us go with Alan, because I'm sure Alan gets homesick, because he doesn't have family out there outside of the new family he has with his girlfriend. So always glad to go and kind of like change his pace, kind of put a smile on my middle brother who I love dearly. Shout out Alan. He'll be on the pod soon.
Love him.
All right, but we're gonna wrap things up. Before we get there, be sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, RoyalTea Network. I'm gonna start doing some TikToks on TikTok. I'm gonna start changing up the algorithms over there. And I'm gonna try to do, anytime I have a guest, do a TikTok with them and just fucking be shenanigan-y. But final thoughts, Jess. Thank you for coming on the pod, episode 82.
No, thank you for having me. Before I close out, just want to say again, Eric, I love you and I'm so proud of you. And I hope that you make it so far, farther than I ever have. And, I just hope you enjoy your time. And yeah, thanks for having me again. That's all.
This was a really fun conversation. The one-on-one is definitely changed it up a lot in terms of like the dynamics. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah. I just feel like it's just like our normal phone calls that we always
Yeah, seriously. Like, I'm like, why are we not potting? There's so much shit we could not say that our drives to fucking Angel City games. By the way, Jess and I are about to become Angel City season ticket holders. Shout out Women's Sports. RoyalTea supports women's sports with their financial gains as well.
Shout out women's soccer.
Which we will be at the Labor Day game. If y'all want to pull up for the tailgate, it's going to be a lot of fun and shenanigans.
We have 2 tickets.
Edwin said he's down to go.
So we just need to find him a partner.
Yes, and I think we could find it easily. So we'll figure that out. But again, shout out Angel City. Very proud.
Honestly, and we could just give him the tickets.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna tell you. I didn't have a chance to talk
got
to
it.
you.
I got it. Edwin, I will only give you the tickets if you go to Texas with us.
I was actually gonna tell you that. Like I offered that. I was like, yo, I'll just pay Jess for whatever whatever your ticket is, and like But okay, I like this better. Yo, put your body in the state where your mouth is. All right.
Yeah.
Come pull up with us.
No, honestly, the vibes. Those games are so much fun. People underestimate women's soccer, and they just need to go to a game. So check out Angel City. Sponsor me because I'm getting new fans.
Yes, she got me. She got me to commit financially to season tickets. But yeah, I do feel like there's a misconception with women's sports. At least here in LA, the crowd is like crazy. It's a fun time. It's a competitive soccer game as well. Angel City puts out a great product in terms of the way the team produces. Like we have Sydney. Is it LaRue or LaRoe? I want to make sure I say it properly.
Sydney LaRue.
Sydney LaRue. They had is it Christine Press? I'm trying to remember the names.
It's Kristen Press.
Kristen Press,
Shout
which
out. We are ACL buddies now.
Yeah. Oh, that's a sad buddy.
That is a sad buddy. I don't want to be a buddy with you in that aspect because I don't wish this injury upon anybody.
But yes, shout out women's sports. For my final thoughts again, Eric, love you. So proud of you. Please stay in constant touch with me. I mean, you have to. I'm your manager / agent / older brother, so you're gonna have to talk to me a lot. So we'll figure it out how we're gonna do our marketing strategy. But proud of you. No matter what you do, no matter where everything ends up, like we will always be proud of you. We'll always be rooting for you. Do your thing. Get your degree. Just fucking make the most out of your life. I want you to be a winner. I want you to go as far as you possibly can. Love you. And my other thought, business is business. Personal relationships are personal relationships. Do not muddy that up. Because if you muddy that up with me in particular, like, listen, do not fuck up my money and we cool. It's a responsibility. It's a job. So I hold you accountable. I hold myself accountable. Business is business. Friendship is friendship.
Yeah, and one last thing. # she is my Ariel.
# she is my Ariel. There's a beauty in there's a beauty in transparency. There's a beauty in discrepancy. This is RoyalTea. with love.
With love.